make sure you get 3 people. Okay. Yeah, so make sure the timer's still on.
Yes.
And I guess hold up your hand if I go over, but this is, I'm the second of, there's 4 other people in my group, and I told them that this is going to become like an infomercial, and so, and I'm going to be the one that kind of persuades people to donate. Why you should donate, that's my job. And so according to the Department of Justice, this is, I got this from this quote: many minors who become involved in prostitution or run away or thrown away children from abusive or otherwise dysfunctional homes, they are often lured into prostitution by sophisticated criminals who convince them not only that they will earn money to survive, but also that they will be taken care of and have a secure, loving environment that they lacked at home. These promises are often honored only in the early days of a relationship. Pimps take the money a child earns on the streets, and pimps engage in severe physical abuse to build a relationship of dependency. As a result, children victimized through prostitution are not typically voluntarily engaged in prostitution and should be considered as victims. So according to the United States Department of Justice website, minor sex victims are not prosecuted for prostitution because all minor sex victims are assumed to be engaged in survival sex instead of prostitution. Survival sex occurs when a child engages in sex acts in order to obtain money, food, shelter, clothing, or other items needed in order to survive. These other items that the United States Department of Justice mentioned include illegal addictive drugs. I know this from talking to an East Texas Crisis Center employee that informed me that nearly 100% of the adult prostitutes who were once minor sex victims were addicted to illegal drugs while they were minor sex victims. So this gets to, this is part of my explanation as to why this is a problem. According to the WebMD, taking drugs during pregnancy increases the chance of birth defects, premature babies, underweight babies, and stillborn births. Exposure to drugs such as marijuana and alcohol before birth has been proven to cause behavior problems in early childhood. These drugs can also affect the child's memory and attentiveness. In addition, some findings show that the babies born to women who use cocaine, alcohol, or tobacco when they are pregnant may have structure changes that persist into early adolescence, while cocaine's effects are immediate. Usually immediate effect can have it on a fetus may last a lifetime. Babies born to mothers who smoke crack cocaine during pregnancy, so-called crack babies, usually have their own set of physical and mental problems. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, exposure to cocaine in a womb can lead to subtle yet significant deficits later in children. These deficits usually show up in areas such as cognitive performance, information processing, and attention to tasks. These are areas that are vital for success, not just in school, but in life. So that's basically why you should be interested in trying to stop minor sex trafficking, because the minors will get pregnant and continue to use drugs while they're pregnant, and then end up with mentally deficient babies. And I confirmed this with an East Texas Crisis Center employee, and she gets the prostitutes when they handle the prostitutes after they're over 18, and she tells them the stories of what happened. She said, according to her, 100% of the prostitutes were addicted to drugs or using drugs that were addicted. So now I'm going to introduce my second person of the group speech, or third person. I'm the second person. Now that I've explained why you should donate your resources to facilities that help sex trafficking victims, my colleague Robin Williams will explain what the Refuge of Light offers and discuss her objective for young women. And that should be about 3 minutes.